She found her father's hidden letter after 47 years. When her children read it, they all fell to their knees by the Han River. My dear friends, imagine this. You are 65 years old, quietly sorting old family photos in your small home on the outskirts of Seoul. Among the faded pictures, your fingers brush against a yellowed envelope you've never seen before. Inside is a letter from your father, a man you always believed came from the north. The words on that paper hold a secret he carried to his grave. What if that single letter opened a door to a family you never knew existed? What if the lost voice beyond the border had been calling to you all along? Today I want to share the touching story of Grandmother Mija and her children, a multi-generational family saga filled with hidden pain, unspoken regrets, and a love that refused to be silenced by time or borders. In this story you'll witness a decades-old family secret that threatened to tear them apart, a painful confrontation where years of resentment finally surfaced, a shocking DNA revelation that changed everything, and a tearful reunion that brought healing to 3 generations. Grab a warm cup of tea, settle into your favorite chair, and let this story wrap around your heart. It was a quiet autumn afternoon when Mija, now 65, sat cross-legged on the floor of her modest Seoul apartment. The scent of old paper filled the air as she sorted through a box of memories. Her hands trembled when she found the letter, tucked behind a photo of her father. The handwriting was shaky but familiar. My dear daughter, if you are reading this, I have already crossed the border that no one can return from. There is a voice I left behind in the north, a voice I silenced for your safety. Forgive this old father. Mija's eyes filled with tears. She had always known her father came from a village near the border, but he rarely spoke of it. Now the letter hinted at a wife and son he had to leave behind, a brother Mija never knew she had. That evening she gathered her 2 grown children, her son Minho, a busy salaryman in his 40s, and her daughter Jiun, a schoolteacher raising her own teenage daughter. The family sat around the small dining table as Mija read the letter with trembling hands. Yama, this can't be real, Minho said, his voice tight. We've struggled enough without chasing ghosts from the north. Jiun stayed quiet, but her eyes showed the same doubt. Generational tensions rose quickly. The children saw the world through modern, practical eyes, while Mija carried the weight of a divided history in her heart. For weeks the family argued. Minho worried about the cost and danger. Jiun feared reopening old wounds. One rainy evening, after yet another heated discussion, Mija whispered through tears, "All these years I thought I was protecting you by staying silent, but maybe I was just repeating my father's mistake." The heartfelt confrontation finally came that same night. Jiun broke down first. "Yama, why didn't you ever tell us you felt this emptiness? We thought you were fine." Minho's voice cracked as he admitted his own fear of appearing weak. Years of suppressed emotions poured out, regrets about busy lives that left little room for their mother's quiet sorrow. They cried together for the first time in years, holding each other as the rain beat against the windows. Encouraged by this fragile openness, they decided to take the journey together. They submitted DNA samples and gently inquired through careful channels. The waiting was agonizing. Then came the touching revelation. The DNA results arrived in a plain envelope. Not only did they confirm a half-brother in the north, but they also revealed that Mija's father had secretly tried to send messages and small gifts across the border for years. The lost voice had never truly stopped calling. Mija's hands shook as she read the report. He never forgot us, and we were never truly alone. Tears flowed freely. Jiun hugged her mother tightly. "Yama, I'm so sorry we made you carry this burden by yourself." Even practical Minho wiped his eyes, saying, "I thought chasing the past was useless, but it brought us closer than ever." The climax arrived on a misty morning by the Han River. Through incredible circumstances, Mija's nephew had managed to send a recorded message and precious family photos. The family gathered on the riverbank where Mija's father had once dreamed of reuniting everyone. As the gentle recording played, an elderly voice filled with the same warmth Mija remembered, they all wept. Mija spoke softly to the wind, "Abuji, your voice crossed the border after all." Her grandson, who had been distant, suddenly hugged his grandmother tightly and said, "Halmoni, I want to know all our stories now." In that moment, forgiveness washed over them like the river's calm current. Old wounds were acknowledged, regrets released, and a new chapter of understanding began. The lost voice had found its way home through healed hearts. My dear friends, Mija's story reminds us that some family secrets aren't meant to stay hidden forever. They wait until we are ready to listen with open hearts. What began as a single hidden letter became a bridge that reunited 3 generations, turning pain into profound gratitude. Even when borders divide us, love and truth have a way of finding each other. May this gentle tale encourage you to reach out to that family member you've been meaning to call, to forgive that old misunderstanding, or to finally share the story you've carried in silence. If this story touched your heart, please share your own precious family memories in the comments below. Which part moved you the most? Your stories are the real treasure here. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, it is never too late for healing and reunion. This is fiction inspired by real-life events for entertainment.